Hey there, folks. Sorry for the delay there. Welcome to the Blot Spot. I am Ben Lott, and I am going to play some Marvel Snap. Make sure you got your account, your Twitch account linked to your Snap account so you can cash in on those free rewards for drops if you haven't already. And we will jump into some gameplay. Now, before I show you where I'm at, yesterday I was cruising. Tuesday night, I did really well, got into the 80s really quick. Yesterday, I was crushing it, got into the 90s pretty quick. I think I got all the way up to 98 yesterday. I'm at 89 now. Last night, and what little I played today has been nothing but disaster. I have just tanked my rank so bad. So many bad decisions, so many poor snaps. Things have not been going well. So I've got a climb ahead of me. Don't know if we'll be able to get it done tonight, but we're going to give it our best shot. And we're going to do it with some Isca experimentation. I don't like playing the obvious deck that everyone else is going to play, so let me put myself up in collection view and I will show you what I'm working with. This is my deck that I am experimenting with. The philosophy behind this deck is that Isca is a solo lane winner. So what I need is her in one lane and then big stuff for the other lane. So I got big stuff and a way to ramp to that. Well, a couple ways to ramp to that with, Jennifer Kale and Superior Spider-Man. Give us some ways to get possibly two of these big guys out in one game. And then I've got a number of ways to buff Isca. And then the surprise of the package is Magus. And the advantage of Magus, in my opinion, is that if you don't draw the Isca by 4, but you have Magus on the board, you can float turn 4 and he becomes an Isca. So it's a way of still getting that advantage on the board. So this is what we're going to try. I've only played a couple games with it, experimenting. Don't know if it's going to be good, but I find it more interesting than just playing the straight end of turn decks. Also, the end of turn decks kind of drive me a little bit crazy, only because of how long it takes for everything to resolve at the end of the game. Like, I really get annoyed with watching all those animations going off. It can drive me a little crazy. So we got our Agony. We are at turn 2 with no Isca, so we're going to start buffing Magus. We'll leave Agony over there for the potential of Isca being played on there, but Magus can get the Mosh Pit buff. This way, if we don't draw Isca, we'll have one. Okay. Let's go Invisible Woman. It's because I don't even know if I'm going to have these cards at the end of the game. We'll let Invisible Woman get some Mosh Pit buff too. I don't like the Iron Patriot. Okay, so if we don't draw Isca, which we didn't, we're going to float this turn, because the only 4 in our deck is Isca, so Magus is going to become Isca. Okay, so we're unlikely to draw Cosmo. That's that copycat. Why didn't he pop off? Was I winning that lane before? Oh, it was a tie. Was it? I'm a little confused why he didn't do anything, but so be it. I say we just do this. We prep for the fact that there's still a chance we'll draw Isca on the final turn. We want to leave nothing in the mid so that Magus will be, so we'll be losing that lane so that Magus can double. Okay. Oh, he doesn't want me to have the Shang-Chi to play against him. Okay, so we've got mid. Now what do we draw here? I mean, they're just going to play something big. So we need to play something big, right? Is that big enough? They can only play one of the bigs. And Copycat's Cosmo, so... I'm not seeing their winning line here. I want to snap.
Snap.
Let's try it. See if I'm Batman can beat us here. I know he's got a big Red Hulk, but that's only playing one lane. I'll do it. Thanks for sticking around, I'm Batman. I appreciate the 4 cubes.
Victory.
So that's the value of Magus. I will say, since the buff, he is definitely a usable card. Like, he's not garbage. You just have to build the right deck. I think it kind of like Magus, to me, the best equivalent I can make is Magus is like what's that one skill? Astral projection. It's a little like astral projection in that you have to build the deck specifically so you know exactly what they're going to hit. In this case, Magus, I know exactly what I want him to hit. I want him to become the Isca, if at all possible. Now, he's not going to become the Isca, and because he is an activate card, he can't become Invisible Woman First Steps. But if we do float an energy, well, now we're kind of cooked. But if by chance we float a couple energy, we could always... Well, I'm not sure what we're going to do at this point. Well, that felt good. Interesting. Okay. If we floated two... No, he can't activate something, so he can't become a Jennifer Kill. He could become Superior Spider-Man if we won the 50-50, but I think it's better to just get Isca down. Or do we play a couple cards to buff Isca first? Let's do that. We'll keep this lane strong so that Galactus First Steps gets bigger. Oh, these Phantom X decks are deadly. They are deadly. Now we get the Isca down. We don't have a 1 cost, so there's no point in activating Magus. feel like we got a decent shot at winning this. Okay.
Victory!
They also felt I had a good shot at winning this, so thank you, TVA, for giving us that victory. Why is it not closing? Hello. There we go. Alright. The deck is doing what I want it to do so far. Although the opponent seemed to be onto what we're doing a little bit, and so people have already learned to be afraid of Isca. We're gonna buff Magus in case we don't draw Isca. We'll float. We've got ourselves an Isca. They've got themselves an Isca. Ours is bigger. And we got one here. We snap,
Oh, snap!
because this is really good for us. Because ours came out after theirs. And if they're planning some kind of crazy buff Isca and Zola, we can throw Cosmo down and just stop the Zola.
Victory!
Or Jar can just retreat and we'll take another cube. Yeah, I think it may be a sign of how powerful Isca is that people are quick to retreat when these things happen. RNGesus. Has arrived as our opponent. Okay, I'll take that. Forge action. If we draw Isca, we don't play Magus on the Agony. If we don't, we play Magus on Agony. Okay, now we drew Isca. It just made this way more complicated than it needed to be. So I think we throw down Isca. Perfect. Perfection. Cosmo's a great counter for anything they're going to do with Symbiote. We're going to snap this up. And we'll throw down that. They're going to retreat and give us 2 cubes, but
Victory!
once again, solid play, and we're back to 90. Grogu? Hey, They're never lucky, so that's in our favor. That can make this really interesting because then it just becomes a tiebreaker situation typically. If they're playing some kind of move deck. Or Spider Island comes up. Now that changes everything. Alright, so we've got a big Isca. I should have activated Jennifer Kale. That was my mistake. Turn 4 is when you activate Jennifer Kale so that you can get a couple of the big boys out. Alright, well, we activate her now. That means we can get Fin Fang Foom out. Don't really know if there's a point in playing Superior Spider-Man other than I mean, they're gonna play whatever they play in Spider Island. It's almost guaranteed. So Cosmo's not really gonna block anything. So I feel like the one extra power for Superior Spider-Man is the way to go. Okay. Interesting. Could be problematic for us. Because ours will activate and then theirs will activate. Okay. So we retreat? Yeah, we retreat. No point in hanging around for that.
Escape.
Weird combination of locations. Very weird. And them getting Isca out after us is not good. Oh, I don't know why I grabbed another one. I will ignore the Alliance from now on for this stream. I'll try to ignore the little red glowing notification. It's hard for me to ignore those, but... Oh yeah. This is always fun. Wow. Gotta snap, right? Big problem right now is Cosmic Ghost Rider. I think that's the smart play. You gotta outthink the Cosmic Ghost Rider. And that worked. Didn't help him that he had priority. So I straight win the left. That's just a guarantee. How tall can they go? Can they beat that? Do they have Shang in this deck? Or anything like that? Or should I just go like throw 7 power down with the Cosmo?
Victory.
That'd be heads up against those Cosmic Ghost Rider players. It's very popular in the meta right now. Playing against a potato. I've played against potato before. I hate games where I have like a ton of small stuff in my deck and yet I don't draw any of it. Thank you, Hell's Kitchen. Please give me something to work with. They have a Fin Fang Foom. Interesting. Well, we snap on that because we now have an Annihilus too. All we gotta do is play ours after them.
Victory.
Deck is working. It's working. At least tonight it is. It's not working for big surprises though. I will say I think that's the biggest flaw in Isca is she's very face up play. Like your opponent knows that the card is sitting there and knows to anticipate it. It's almost like you should build a deck that surprises with a late big Isca, like on turn 6 or something.
Opponent snapped.
I don't know, Ace. I feel like I can stay on this one. I'm not all that afraid. All I gotta do is make sure mine comes out after yours. At some point they have to play some cards in mid, right? We just keep waiting? I mean, well, we don't keep waiting because I want to throw like Red Hulk and stuff there. Yep, that was heads up play. Yep, very smart and very dumb on my part because I should have known I needed to get some cards in the Mojo World because I won that game handily if I had played any cards in Mojo World. That was a location issue that kind of hosed us because I just didn't have a lot of cards to fill that up anyways. Sorry about that. Hello. Is absolute garbage. Okay. I've seen a lot of absolute garbage players according to their titles today. Okay. Ooh, that was lucky. That was very lucky. I feel like we snap here, but uh, yes, you're getting a big Galactus first steps, I know. Hmm. Not drawing the cards that this deck designed play. And definitely this deck is a little vulnerable because of Cosmic Ghost Rider in the meta. It's definitely going to be an issue. So much of what I'm trying to do has to sit on the board before it does anything. Come on, hello? Let's be done. Oh, this is why sometimes I just hit retreat now, because there's just no way that my opponent's going to retreat, but they overthink their plays way too much.
Escaped.
Come on. I knows. Well, darn. They got what they wanted, and we definitely did not. The only reason you play Crystal is to get one extra draw out of your deck, and Weapon X Facility just gave that to him for Crystal.
Ah.
Okay. I think they're playing the Star-Lord Modok Helideck. Can be problematic for this deck because they don't start putting big points on the board until the last turn. So I wouldn't get many Isca activations. Uh, and we'll take a 2-board. Why not? Activate there. Activate there. We have high potential of winning that lane.
Opponent snapped.
All systems go.
All right. Gets us up by 10. But if they play both Modok and Hela to this lane, we're dead. Because they're playing more power, right? We just try it and hope that they only play one of them here. Let's try it. Well, we're dead. We are dead.
You won't need this anymore.
Minions to me.
So if I just played one of them on right and played Cosmo on right, I just didn't think they'd go there because you're just giving me the Isca proc. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they knew I would think that they wouldn't go there, and so they played around what they thought I would think they would do. Minimize trucker. Okay, well, obviously things are not going well. We're losing by 4. We're losing 4s and winning